What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense takes the field to start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Gain of 24.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Finds his big tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Quick pass on the fly motion. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free and they're going to destroy your game plan.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This offense has it with really good field position. Red pass hits complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Working that left side now. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. This time on target. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Using the quick game. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Right on the money on the slant. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Now the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They go to the ground. Finds looking for more room. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Hard running there. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Rides the back on the option to give. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Gamecocks are on the move. He's got the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now it's 2nd and goal. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's snow. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely. And there's nothing tricky about that, right? Recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive. He's going to let it go. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and a sack all the way back at the 5. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Smashes him with the stiff arm. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Touchdown, South Carolina! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll do it himself. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He'll take another shot here. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
South Carolina, 42.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And a standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
Oh, it's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Slithers into space. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks. been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Now on the counter. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Can't connect on his first throw.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Hunt is on its way. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Lynn. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Wants to return it. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many.
Wide open on the right. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And the Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. 2nd down coming up. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Now they'll run the draw. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road.
And he clubs it up inside the 20. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Lynn. Rushes on him. Makes Fakes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it on the sneak. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They should have their football cards stripped away and never allowed to go inside a stadium again. They're punting in the red zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The give on the option. Turning it on. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He's got him this time. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. know I've never seen this before. The punt team on the field in the red zone, they're in scoring position. I mean, trick play's coming, right? Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be... Plunged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Out to the races. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the...
Oh, he found a space on the right. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10 threat. Just outside the red zone. Gives it on the option. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Off the play fake on first down. He unleashes a long one. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Quarterback on the keeper. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air. It's Lynn. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And here comes the punt team.
Number 16 on to punt it away.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Punts it out of the air. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. This has to be some kind of trick. The punt team's on the field, and they're in the red zone. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. To the air, it's Lynn. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wide out. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Well, I think these guys have gone completely mental. They have lost their minds. The punt team is on the field, and they're in the red zone. A lot of field field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. It's Stockton. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. They should have their football cards stripped away and never allowed to go inside a stadium again. They're punting in the red zone. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The give to the back. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day away.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Wants to throw. It's Lynn. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Back to pass on second down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. There's the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll take it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback may change this route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throwing right. He's got an open man. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one.